If you used to enjoy your Sunday afternoons by gathering around the TV to watch some overpaid athletes throw around a pigskin, you're probably in a pretty bad mood today. The entire nation has had their eyes on the national anthem protests that many of the ungrateful NFL players have been participating in. Their disrespect has caused many of us to protest the sport altogether, and it's making a difference. It might seem like a futile effort to get those whose worldview is clouded with racism to make a difference, but it's gotten the attention of the guy at the top of the political food chain, the president. As you may know, the president weighed in on the anthem protest, and he's not a fan. His comments were directed at the players who've disrespected the country with their actions, and toward the team owners who are tolerating it. As always happens when the president makes any comments, many didn't like it, and he didn't care. Daily Mail reported on the POTUS's controversial comments. President Donald Trump gave an impromptu press briefing while boarding Air Force One on Sunday evening to address his criticism of NFL players who took a knee during the national anthem. He insisted that his comments about the league have nothing to do with race, telling reporters, "I never said anything about race. This has nothing to do with race or anything else. This has to do with respect for our country and respect for our flag." And to reaffirm his pro-military stance, upon landing in Washington he met with Marine One pilot Major James Thompson and his family. Major Thompson recently completed his last flight in service and was introduced by Trump to reporters at the White House. Driving his criticisms home for the evening, he then tweeted, "Sports fans should never condone players that do not stand proud for their national anthem or their country. NFL should change policy." As the President of the United States, admonishing those who reap the benefits of living in the United States shouldn't be a controversial issue. In theory, the POTUS should be the most patriotic person around, at least that's who we should attempt to elect. It's no secret that the president hasn't been as into sports as his predecessor, but this president also spends more time on things like decreasing the national debt instead of March Madness. He only got involved in this sports issue when it became evident that it was dividing the nation. He offered his guidance, and those who don't love the United States didn't love his patriotic advice. Go figure. During Sunday's NFL games more than 200 players defiantly reacted to Trump's criticism by kneeling, sitting linking arms, giving Black Power salutes and not even showing up for the singing of the anthem. Unsurprisingly, Trump took to Twitter to respond, writing, "Great solidarity for our national anthem and for our country. Standing with locked arms is good, kneeling is not acceptable. Bad ratings." He quickly followed up with, "Courageous patriots have fought and died for our great American flag. We must honor and respect it. Make America great again." The tweets doubled down on comments he made during a speech in Alabama Friday night. During the speech he said any player who protests racism by kneeling during the national anthem is a son of a bee. The protests were started before the 2016 season by quarterback Colin Kaepernick, who used his public platform to protest police brutality and racism. Let's not forget that the president is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. How much respect would they be able to have for him if he supported those who disrespect the people who he sends to potentially lose their lives in battle for our country? These players who are protesting, for the most part, don't know what it's like to have loyalty to anyone but themselves and whatever is good for them. That's something that the president doesn't, and shouldn't, condone. During Sunday evening's conference, Trump also doubled down on calls for players who protest the flag to be fired, saying, "It's very disrespecting, sick, to our flag and to our country, so I certainly think the owners should do something about it." Speaking about whether the players were just expressing their First Amendment rights, he said, "They have rights. We all have rights. But when you're on the field, and, there's a situation going on, this is a great, great country, and we have a great flag, and they should respect our flag. They're making a lot of money. I'm not begrudging anything. I'm just saying they have to respect our flag, and they have to respect our country." When asked about Robert Kraft's comments, Trump said he thought it was okay that the Patriots owner was disappointed in him, saying, "He has to take his ideas and go with what he wants. I think it's very disrespectful to our country. I think it's very disrespectful to our flag." On Sunday, the owner, who has previously been forward about his friendship with the president, said the comments deeply disappointed him. "If having respect for the nation that gives you a home and the soldiers who fought for your freedom is too troubling for you, it might be time to make your home elsewhere and stop benefiting from a nation's freedom that you're exploiting." Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then please subscribe to my channel.